CoINVEST is a trustee of the Portable Long Service Leave Fund for the construction industry in Victoria. All construction industry workers in Victoria must register with CoINVEST if they are performing trade work covered under the state's rules. It's actually a legal obligation under Victorian state law. If you're performing a building, electrical or metals trade in a domestic, commercial or industrial setting, it's likely that your trade is covered under the Long Service Leave Scheme and you'll have to register. When you've received your welcome letter and registration card, you'll probably want to know more about how the whole scheme works. So let's go over some of the basics about your long service leave. There are two separate parts of any worker's record with CoINVEST, being service and entitlement. To accrue service in Victoria as a worker, you must be performing construction trade work covered under the Long Service Leave Scheme for 5 or more days per month. Your employer reports that service to CoINVEST, and your service eventually builds towards gaining an entitlement. It's important to remember that there is no money associated with your service, only the time you build up in the industry. It's this time that gives you the weeks of long service leave entitlement. So if you don't accrue the time, you don't gain an entitlement. So let's take a closer look at how your service is recorded. You'll need to accrue a minimum of 7 years of continuous service to be eligible for a long service leave entitlement. This service can include up to the first 4 years of any eligible construction apprenticeship. As it's portable, you can work with any different amount of employers between your apprenticeship and service as a worker. Once you build up 7 or more years of continuous service, you'll be eligible to claim long service leave, with 1.3 weeks of long service leave for each full year of service. Your long service leave will be payable at the rate of pay from your most recent recorded service. From there, your entitlement will be available for you to claim whenever you like. It will never cancel or lapse, and you'll be able to build up on top of your existing entitlement the more service you accrue. Your recorded service can even contain breaks, as long as they're for no more than 4 years at a time. There can be breaks of 1, 2 or 3 years, even up to 3 years and 51 weeks. As long as any breaks between service are less than 4 years, then the service you've accrued will be counted together as one continuous block. However, if the break between service extends to 4 or more years, your previous service will become inactive and you'll have to start accruing service again from zero. But remember, interstate service also counts towards your total service in the industry. Just provide CoINVEST with a statement of service from one of our interstate partners and you will be able to use all of your service together when you make a claim. As long as there is no more than 4 years between any service Australia-wide, it will act as one continuous block of service. The rate of pay for your interstate service will be determined by the state scheme where that service was accrued, and your CoINVEST component will be payable at the rate of pay from your most recent recorded service in Victoria. The easiest way to keep track of your long service leave is to make sure you've requested a password for online access from our website. You can then review your employment history, submit a long service leave claim online, update any personal details, and download your annual statements. We're here to make sure that you get the full entitlement you are eligible for. So now you know the basics of how portable long service leave works with CoINVEST, have a look through the rest of the website where there are plenty more videos and guides to understanding your service and how you can claim your eligible entitlement.